Ladies and gentlemen, welcome. It's finally time. Silent Hill 2 is out. There were a lot of questions around this game when we had Bloober Team's logo first show up when we saw this game. But it's out. Well, technically, it's like early access out. Sort of. They're doing that thing where they sell it for like $10 more. And I figured, you know what? I'll pick it up. We'll go through some of the beginning here and kind of see what I think. And hopefully give you an idea as to what we're dealing with here. Oh, look, they have all kinds of like... Oh, you can change the combat difficulty or the puzzles. You can make the puzzles like super easy or light. I guess you just don't see it much. Wow, already a lot of stuff's happening here. Okay. Oh. I wonder if this came with like the deluxe edition. So I can get like a the Pyramid Head pizza box. That's cool. Sorry, so I tried to figure out graphic. Oh, they have like 90s filter too. I'm going to leave it on regular. I'm leaving this regular. I also left it on quality mode because I figure like it's going to come through as 30 FPS here anyway, I think with the recording. And if I put this on YouTube, people may just want to see the best looking version of the game possible. Press A button to play. Okay. So my original experience with Silent Hill 2 was actually a few years, I believe, after it came out on the PlayStation 2, obviously. And I didn't play the HD re-release really that happened on the 360 and PS3, probably for the best. People did not like that. Apparently it wasn't very good. But I did play this on the PS2 when it came out, and that's kind of it. Ever since then, I didn't really think about it much more or anything, sort of left it behind. But did play Silent Hill The Room, and there was one on the 360 that I played as well. I just remember you went into the basement and there was like a crazy like monster in the basement in the water. But anyway, here we are now back with Silent Hill 2. I've been curious about this one. I wanted to see how Bloober Team would do. Apparently, they did pretty well. People seem shocked. Actually, okay, so we have the iconic mirror scene here.
Could you really be in this town?
In my restless dreams, I see that town. Silent Hill. You promised you'd take me there again someday. But you never did. Well, I'm alone there now. In our special place. Waiting for you.
I got a letter. The name on the envelope said Mary. My wife's name. It's ridiculous. Couldn't possibly be true. That's what I keep telling myself. Mary died of that damn disease 3 years ago. So then why am I looking for her? Our special place. What could she mean? This whole town was our special place. Could Mary really be here? Is she really alive? Waiting for me?
A nice transition from the cutscene into gameplay. Yeah, so this was something I thought about going back to. Okay, so we have R1 that just turns us right around. What I was thinking about when I was like, okay, going back to Silent Hill 2, would be the controls, and like they mentioned they did a lot to try to modernize, fix it up somewhat, because the play style and the controls back then probably wouldn't have worked too well here. Okay, that. So like first, stop. That's fine. So like first impressions immediately on the visuals. Again, this is quality mode, so there's like a performance mode as well. It looks really good. Like the environments, yeah, it looks great. Okay, so L1 we got to run. Go down there. I always want to look off to the corner. A little bit of I think motion blur on here. A little bit. So back then, when this game came out, it was right when with the PS2, like early on, and the PS2 when it showed up really took that PS1 where we had some games like Metal Gear Solid that were trying to be very narrative driven. The PS2 took all of that to the next level, and this is one of those games that was there with it. That really took it to that level with like horror games or like psychological horror games. Wow, this looks impressive. I'm sure it looks crazy on a PC with like maxed out settings on a nice rig, but this already looks pretty good. I assume when the PS5 Pro comes out, it'll be this, but I guess it's 60 frames. We'll have that quality mixed with performance mode. Also, there's no HUD right now, so I think it helps it a lot. We don't have like bars and icons all over the place. Got a subtle bit of haptic feedback while I'm running. Some like shadow popping and stuff, but not too distracting. This is very like. Oh, I wish I had this. So I have my setup here where I'm recording this. Now I want to have this over where I have like my surround sound and stuff. This is probably super like immersive for that. Oh, so we just save our game right away. There you go. We're good. Great.
Oh, it's like someone's groping around my skull.
It's very descriptive. Nice. Iconic fog, which that is something that people were concerned about would be kind of messed up is just the fog in general. There's Angela.
Excuse me.
I'm sorry. I was just...
Hey, it's okay. I didn't mean to scare you. I'm kind of lost.
Lost?
Yeah, I'm looking for Silent Hill. Is this the right way?
Yeah. It's hard to see with this fog, but there's only the one road. You can't miss it.
Thanks.
But... I think you should stay away. This town, there's something wrong with it. And it's not just the fog, either.
Is it dangerous?
Maybe. It's kind of hard to explain, but...
I'll be careful.
I'm not lying.
No, I believe you. It's just... I guess I don't really care if it's dangerous or not. I'm going either way.
But why?
I'm looking for... someone. Someone very important to me.
Me too. I'm looking for my mama. I mean, my mother. It's been so long since I've seen her. I thought my father and brother were here, but I can't find them either. I'm sorry, it's not your problem.
No, I hope you find them.
Yeah, you too.
I will say so far that the environments look a good bit better than the character models. I'd say by a fair amount at this point. The fog does look pretty good. That was pretty much a big thing people were concerned about, is that the fog wouldn't translate over well with the newer title, because the fog was a big deal in the PS2 version. I think that's what people mentioned, that it was a problem with the HD versions, that so it had like a remaster kind of thing, and the fog didn't make it, so that kind of ruined a lot of it. But it looks pretty good here. There's definitely like a very uneasy atmosphere that they've created, and it's just by like not having a lot kind of happening here and removing like the UI and stuff. It feels very lonely, but also very like brooding. Went to town to get the window fixed. Spare keys in the drawer.
Hello? Anyone in here?
Oh, look, you can look at the item. Auto parts key. All right, let's go. Let's use that. It's definitely interesting to have this point of view, whereas you would have had like the fixed camera angle on the PS2 version, them kind of swinging it around to where you're just behind James like this, shoulder high. It does give it that Resident Evil to Resident Evil remake, or Resident Evil 2 remake sort of transition. And Bloober Team said they had to do a bit of work to make it all fit and function correctly. So when you get this sort of point of view for a game that was never designed to have it, it can break a lot of stuff. But so far it seems to have translated well. I'm curious about the combat. That was something I wanted to see how that would translate over, since that was apparently something that they had mentioned in many different interviews, was having to work that out. Difficulty, or when you're actually fighting different enemy types with weapons. Oh, we got a trophy. What do we get? Reach Silent Hill. Got a nice little map here. Got next map. Oh. It changes pretty quick. Alright, cool. Yeah, they definitely did a number with the fog. It's like impossible to see ahead of you as you'd expect, so we're going to be hitting up on the D-pad quite a bit to look at that map. But at least when you go around here and you find spots you can't go through, they do appear to mark it. Like the little squiggly line. So that's at least helpful. They're doing that thing where they have sound behind you as well. Oh. Well. Yeah, so if you have... yeah, this would be a game. It seems like they're using the 3D audio pretty well here. So I would actually recommend having some sort of setup where you can get sounds kind of put behind you with like a nice headset, or maybe have surround sound that works too. But it seems like they're going to be leveraging the audio quite a bit in this one. And for a game like this, it actually makes a lot of sense to have that.
Hello?
So we always complain about using yellow on things to climb or go through. Here they're just using like white cloth and stuff instead. So there you go. They at least have different colors for it, not just yellow everywhere. Although there's still a chance. It's still have yellow somewhere. Spike 2x4, classic.
Stay back.
All right, let's see how this goes. We dodge, circles, dodge, even up with a R2, dodge again. Seems like pretty. Oh, I'd say seems pretty standard. And they threw up on me.
Is this what I saw in the fog? Whatever it is, it's not human.
It had good impact when I'm hitting with the spiked club. Used some of the haptic feedback when I was hitting them. So it had some weight behind it. He's also pretty clumsy when he's swinging it, so you're not doing any crazy combos, nothing like that. Which I guess makes sense, again, it being like a survival horror game. You're not supposed to be like a Rambo or something running around. Otherwise, it wouldn't be that scary or uneasy. Oh, there we go. Look, we already got a syringe. Okay. It's just a little thing. I wouldn't have minded for that to just have like a swinging camera rather than fade out and in. Again, little things. When you have the camera cut as little as possible in a game like this, it adds to it a bit.
What is that?
Interactive, you think it is? Oh. That genuinely surprised me. I was not expecting... Oh, it even hits the... Like, dings up the side of the car? The truck? Oh. It doesn't seem like a big deal, but that's like little things like that. Or, well, okay, that just went right through it, so... The fact that you, like, bash out a glass like that. Oh, not a save game. Pretty good about having plenty of save spots. My spiked club away. I need it again. I saw him again. I had like a running strike. Yeah. A lot of the places you just kind of look at, you don't actually go in. Oh, there we go, see? Now we're talking. I can start breaking glass whenever I want. Oh. Yeah, the melee combat feels pretty good. It's solid, but it has that little bit of where he's not experienced, obviously. So I think it works well. Saw him again, or at least I think so. He says he didn't, but I don't know anymore. I'm tired. I can't find it. Doesn't matter. That scraping noise again. Eh. All right. I feel like the fog is going to have me get twisted and turned around a lot. Okay, go straight ahead here. I'm noticing that. I end up running down a street, then looking at the map and realize I went the wrong way. Is there a lock on it all? I don't think there is. Nah. It's doing something. I assume your health bar is just a screen, so as it gets like covered in goo or blood or something, that's when you know you're dying. Oh, there's a guy there. Looks like there's like a heavy attack too when I hold R2 down. Yeah, so there's like the health of that. It's a screen. Again, I like ways that they come up with, like, these studios when they come up with ways to basically just omit any kind of UI for a game like this is good. So it's not super accurate with how much health you have, but at least it'll give you an indication. Let's see, I guess I would... There we go. Health drink. This is like the perfect game leading up to Halloween or just for October. So I'm happy they didn't do that weird thing where they're like, hey, here's a great game for Halloween, and we're going to release it on Halloween, so you only have it... Oh, everything's crawling away. So you only have it for 24 hours, and then everyone rips down all the Halloween stuff for Christmas immediately. I think if you have it now, where it's the first week of October, you get the entire month. Like that spooky Halloween season, and we can play Silent Hill too. Oh, this one's like fighting back. Oh, it got me a couple times. If you're a little too aggressive at that, they're gonna get you. Hit them twice, maybe then dodge. No. There's some health over here. I do need that. Another one and a note. What are they? I shouldn't go through. I don't know why I won't. They don't stink, but it feels like they do. No smell at all. Yep, there it is. Okay. I think I got it. Just keep doing that. How are we looking here? Had half a record with him, kept yelling, we gotta fix it somehow. So got to the glue from the cabinet. Well, there's half. There we go. That's what I was looking for, some health. All right, number 5. See, it's an apartment. 5. Any health? I will say that I'm constantly looking for health. There's a leak from upstairs. Gotta check it out. That should be good. Sure, it's all above board up there. Let's go take a look. Spider over there. I keep seeing. 6, 4. Okay, 5. There we go. Classic squeeze through hole. They did such a good job with like some of these small sound effects like that, just to add to the tension. Yeah, I definitely cannot read that. Sorry. Quick stop at Texan. Okay. You never know. Might be something in there. Well, yeah, obviously we gotta reach in the hole. I mean, we have to, right? That's why it's there. Come on. See what's it? What is this? Oh, a jukebox, but of course. Of course that's what's in there. You definitely move around pretty quick too. Like the map, you see the map, and then you realize how small the roads and stuff you're running on when you look at it. You move across pretty quick. Here we go. Okay. Okay, go to Neely's bar. I think I'm starting to get the hang of the combat a bit. Dodging is not as straightforward. Like, there's a bit of a delay to it, it feels like. Oh, good. We got a safe spot here. Haven't found one of the buttons, so. Well, I have one of the buttons. See, look, it's all gonna come together. Literally, here we go. That, and then the glue. Put the vinyl in. I have a coin. And I have the jukebox button. Oh, it's on blue 2.
Park on the lake. We spent the whole day there. Just the two of us staring at the water.
Yeah, give me the health. Probably gonna need that. This car should be out back. Maybe check if it's still there by morning. It's the greenish blue one. Plate number ending with 6, I think. Okay. Still be something in here. Let's see. No. Since I found like the one handgun ammo in that cop car, I'm just checking everything, all the cars now apparently. You never know. Okay, not that. There we go. Wood stove, apartments. Okay. Oh, there's a whole bunch of them now all of a sudden. Back here. Give me that health. Oh, no, now it's not time for larceny. Get him. Okay, we got him. Okay. We're all the way back. Yeah, the fog is like real bad now. Oh, I think they were still running with the map up. Okay. So the map, I guess, doesn't pause it. Yeah, we made it. All right. And we get a new map. Need some health. That's what I really need. Where's the health? Oh, there's red square. Close enough. I can save my game. That's a little over an hour now. Huh. You know what? I'm playing. I mean, I'm playing this game, and I feel very immersed in it as I'm going through just now. Like, I mean, I made a big. So I have you basically make a big loop around in order to get all the parts you need to do the jukebox part. So at least gets you somewhat acclimated to the controls, the idea of exploration, a puzzle or two in there, and seeking out different ways around buildings and breaking glass and doing all kinds of stuff there. What's in here? So I do like what I'm seeing so far. The combat, it feels slow and clumsy on purpose, but I will say the dodge does have a slight delay to it that's probably going to annoy some people. Although I am playing on the quality mode, and maybe if I went to performance where it's a higher frame rate, it wouldn't necessarily feel that way. Yeah, I need to collect a bunch of items for this part. So maybe if I jumped over to that, it would fix some of those issues. There we go. I can at least get rid of the... Oh, that's just handgun ammo. Never mind. I'll say I can at least get rid of the red border on the screen for you guys, but no, not yet. So in that regard, that part is something you have to think a bit more about. Although I am just using a 2x4 with nails in it. Maybe when I get a handgun, that kind of thing, it'll be a little easier. We'll see. I do think the over-the-shoulder perspective clearly is going to help with things like shooting. So far, though, this is pretty good. The first hour, I feel like it definitely has that sense of dread or that uneasiness the entire way. The fog does lend to that, as you would expect. Back with the PS2, clearly that was a big thing. One, for the technical side, because the PS2, of course, looking back on now, somewhat limited, but the visuals then, the controls, everything played into that. And I mean, it's a big risk for Bloober Team to attempt this with Konami, because if they messed it up, it would have been ugly. Does not feel like they messed it up. So I really like what I've seen so far. I will be continuing to play this. I will go ahead and beat the game, of course. And I'll probably talk more about this later on in the week, maybe on the podcast next weekend. But man, this is good stuff. I wanted to just give people a look at like the first hour or so of the game here. Some of my off the cuff thoughts as I played through all that. I didn't talk much because honestly, I'm just really paying attention and just kind of immersed in a lot of the environment, the atmosphere that it's set. And that's on my monitor right now. I feel like if I had it set up in my normal entertainment setup with like surround sound, OLED screen and stuff, it'd be even more so. Yeah, I'm liking it. I'm liking it. Let me know if you picked it up already, or if you picked it up now, maybe seeing this days later, what you think about Silent Hill so far, especially if you were someone maybe who wasn't kind of unsure about Bloober Team going into this. Thanks guys for watching. I'll see you next time.